What's up, my Jolly Ranchers? This is Cheru-chan in Japan. So today I want to talk about Mochi Nage Festival. I've heard that this festival has an actual name, a different name, but everyone just kind of calls it Mochi Nage Festival. Mochi is, I want to say rice cake, but we translate like everything as rice cake, and it gets to be really vague and incomprehensible. But it's this kind of small, round piece of pounded rice. They pound the rice, it kind of forms together to make this, it's almost like a dough, and then they make it into small, round, I guess you could call it a cake. If you don't understand what I mean, this is basically it. It's a piece of pounded rice. So mochi, this is mochi, yeah. And nageru is to throw. So throwing mochi. They throw mochi. I'm not sure if Mochi Nage Festival is throughout Japan, or if it's only in certain areas. I wasn't really able to find very much information on that. I actually have never heard of it outside of Aichi, but Aichi people seem to really know this festival, so it might just be an Aichi thing. I talked to a friend of mine who comes from Tokyo, and he said that he'd never heard of this festival. Also, when I was living in Shiga, I'd never heard of this festival. Nobody ever talked about this festival either, so I think it might just be certain areas, maybe even only Aichi. So the reason we have Mochi Nage Festival is because of Yakudoshi. Yakudoshi in Japanese means unlucky year. And for men, that's ages 25 and 42. And for women, it's ages 19 and 33. Yakudoshi for men, we have this Mochi Nage Festival, which I'll explain in a minute. Women apparently don't do anything for their Mochi Nage Festival, but I heard from a coworker that to do this festival is very expensive for the men who have their yakudoshi, so maybe that's some kind of trade-off, I guess, I don't know. So, unlucky year, yakudoshi. What happens is men take thousands and thousands. Men who have the yakudoshi take thousands, maybe tens of thousands of mochi, and they throw them to get rid of their bad luck, to throw out their bad luck, because it's their unlucky year. So why this is a festival is because inside of, not all, but some of the packets of mochi, there's a ticket. And this ticket has a number on it. I've only seen 1 to 10. And if you get a mochi with a number in it, you get a prize of that number. So they'll have 10, which is a small prize, and then they'll have 9, which is still a small prize, all the way up to 10, which is a really good prize, and then they have like the special grand prize at the top. The men are up on this huge platform, and the people are down on the ground surrounded by this platform. The yakudoshi men are at the top of this platform with the mochi, and they throw the mochi into the crowd. So the object is to either catch the mochi or grab them off the ground, and your object is to get as many as possible, because that increases your chances of having a mochi with a number in it. So I went recently to 2 Mochi Nage festivals. 2 weeks ago, I went to a festival in Motogaria, and it was freaking crazy. Oh my god. Like, have you ever been in a mosh pit? Like, multiply that by like 50 times, because that's how crazy it is. People are crazy. Like, they're cutthroat about getting these mochi, man. Like, it's not even funny, and the mochi hurt too. Like this. Okay, this has been in the fridge, but like this is hard. This is really hard, so it hurts to get hit by them too. I suck at catching. I suck really hard at catching. So I situated myself on the ground and just like picking them up off the ground, that ones that people hadn't caught, and it was crazy. It's really bad to be in the crowd to begin with, but to be down on the ground around people's legs and people like jumping on top of you and people surrounding you and stepping all on you, it's crazy. But yet you do it because you want those freaking prizes. You want the prizes. It's just this huge mob of people like scrambling for mochi. It's insane. At the first festival I went to, I had this guy who was like, he straddled me like the whole time, and it was creepy and strange. If I like stood up, I would have like been giving him a piggyback ride, but I was like trying to lean into him because it's like, no, this space in front of me, this is my space, this is my mochi falling space. I need this to pick up the mochi. So we were both kind of fighting each other like that. I went last week as well, or this past weekend as well, and we were in Korea. I don't remember the name of the shrine or whatever. Apparently they do it at a shrine or temple or something like that. This one wasn't as crazy. There weren't as many people. People were more considerate, and there wasn't as much pushing and shoving and being just a dick to people. But there was this one guy who like totally fell on me, and now my hip really hurts. That wasn't fun. At the same time though, there were more mochi but fewer prizes, so that was kind of a trade-off. But anyway, for the two festivals I got a total of 3 tissue boxes. They have some pretty good prizes, but their consolation prizes are just kind of eh. Actually, originally at the second festival I won some trash bags, but for those of you who don't know, trash bags, you can't just buy any trash bags. They're designated by the city, and the trash bags for Korea are different from the trash bags in my city, so I couldn't use them. So the people I was with, they were kind enough to trade me for a tissue box, so that was pretty cool. Also, I got a total of 52 mochi, both festivals. Altogether, I got 52 mochi. I have so much mochi, I don't know what to do with it. There's only 2 of us, and we already had oshiruko, which is a red bean soup with mochi in it. And it was good, but now I think we're both kind of sick of mochi. I think maybe I'll give them out to people before they go bad. But so many mochi. Oh, I can't believe how many mochi. But anyway, that is Mochi Nage Festival. If you have the chance to come to Aichi, or if there is Mochi Nage Festival in your city, I recommend going at least once, unless you have like some kind of something that would prevent you from participating, like if you have if you're pregnant, or if you have some back or leg problems or things like that, you probably shouldn't participate. But if you're able-bodied and you are in an area that's doing it, or you go to an area that's doing it, I recommend checking it out just to try it. It's really crazy, so just be aware of that. But it's definitely worth trying at least once. So that's my experience with Mochi Nage. I will be back some other time to talk about some other crazy thing. Okay, bye.